Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be on this soft purple makeup look right here. It is perfect for spring and super easy to recreate, so if you'd like to see how to create this look, then just keep on watching. So jumping right on in, I'm going to use my foundation. This is the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation by Covergirl. It is really lightweight but super easy to build up coverage and has been one of my favorites lately. Hardly even feels like you're wearing any foundation when you wear this. I'm keeping the coverage relatively light today just because I didn't feel like building it up too much, but however you want to wear it is completely up to you. Then I am moving on to concealer. This is my Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer in the shade Very Fair Light. This has been one of my favorite concealers for quite some time. I'm always repurchasing it just because it is super lightweight and it doesn't crease on me, which is awesome. So I am blending this out with my Real Techniques blending sponge, and then I'm also going to bring it onto my eyelids as a base for the eyeshadows. Next, I am going in and filling in my eyebrows. I am going to do this off camera just because my eyebrows have become a process lately, but I am planning on filming another updated brow tutorial because it has changed. Then I'm going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and just set my eyelids so that my eyeshadows go on a lot smoother. So for the eyeshadow, I'm going to take my L'Oreal palette, and this is the Second Nudes palette. And I'm going to take the third color from this palette with a Sigma blending brush, and I'm just going to start to apply that into the crease and slightly on the outer corners of the eyes. I've started to use this blending brush instead of the big fluffy brushes because my eyes are smaller and slightly hooded, and I found that this brush gives me a lot more control and just makes it a lot easier for me. Then after doing that, I'm going to take the 9th color in this palette and a clean blending brush, and I'm going to start to apply this into the outer corners. I'm not really going to bring this up into the crease. I'm just going to keep it on the outer corner and slightly onto the lid, just so the crease kind of stays light and the color is mostly on the outer corner, if that makes sense. And then I'm taking the fluffy tapered brush and just blending out the edges to get rid of harsh lines. Next, I am going to use my Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to take this really pretty shimmery white color called Verve, and taking a brush that came with the palette, I'm going to start to apply that onto my eyelids with the fluffy side, but I'm not really loving the color that I'm getting, so then I'm going to grab a makeup wipe and wet the other end of the brush and use that to apply the shadow onto my lid. Now, as you can see, it's a lot more vibrant and more foiled looking. You could do this with eye drops or Fix Plus, but I didn't have either, so I resorted to a makeup wipe and it actually works just as well. And then I'm just going to blend it out with the other side of the brush that I was using initially. Then I am taking the 10th color in the L'Oreal palette, and I'm just going to apply this into the outer corners to deepen it up and make it look a little bit more smoky. And then, of course, we are going to blend that all out using the same brush that we used for the 9th color, but with no additional product on it. And then I am going to go in with this Essence eyeliner. I don't know the name of the color offhand, but it will be listed down below. It is just a pretty purpley color, and we are going to go ahead and start to line our lash line with this. Of course, if you don't have this or you have something similar, you can switch it up or use a different color altogether. Then I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline, and I'm just using this Hourglass eyeliner. The name, again, will be listed down below. Then going back into the L'Oreal palette with the 3rd and the 9th color on a dense shader brush, I'm just going to go ahead and smoke out that bottom lash line. Now I'm going to go back in with my Stay Matte powder and a big fluffy brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to go ahead and set my whole entire face. Next, I am moving along to my NYX Highlight and Contour palette. I have been absolutely loving this palette, and it is relatively inexpensive, which is awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour my cheeks. It does look a little bit scary right now and a little bit dark on me, but I am gonna blend it out so that it is not as harsh. I'm also gonna contour the nose and blend that out as well, so that again, it isn't so harsh. Then I'm going to break out this Annabelle Blush, which also does not have a name, and I'm going to apply it with one of my Quo blush brushes. This is a really, really pretty pink color that's not too overpowering. And then of course, I'm gonna blend it all out with that same brush I used to blend out the contour, because I just have to blend everything out. And then I'm gonna grab my Becca highlighter and I'm going to apply this onto my cheekbones as well as my Cupid's bow and up the bridge of my nose. And then of course, you guessed it, we are going to blend that out. And then I'm gonna go back into the NYX palette and I'm taking one of the highlight shades in Soft Light and I'm gonna carve underneath the contour with my Sigma tapered kabuki brush. But then of course I'm gonna go in and blend it back out so that it is not super, super dramatic. Then we are going to apply some false lashes because this look needed false lashes. I'm also gonna apply some mascara over the false lashes, but little side note, I completely forgot to apply mascara to my bottom lashes, and I totally didn't realize until I started to edit this video. My bad. Then I'm gonna take that Essence eyeliner again and just apply it over the lash line, just so that you can kind of see the color again, because it did definitely get lost once the false lashes were applied. And then I'm going to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone. You can use whatever highlight you would prefer for this. I'm pretty sure I just used the highlight color in the NYX palette. And then we're gonna move on to the lip color. I'm taking my MAC lipsticks. I don't remember what they are called, so they will be listed down below. And I'm starting off with this peach color, which is really, really gorgeous, but I decided I wanted to add a little bit of a light brown to it afterwards because I wasn't completely happy with how sheer the color looked. So I just applied some of that over top and it gave it a little bit of something something. I was much more happier once I applied that color on top of it. And then we are all done. So that is it for this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that you'll know when some new videos are out and about for all of you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all and I will see you in my next video. Bye.